Our market is totally saturated with products. They've all got different names, different looks, and probably belong to someone else. But is that really true? Well, no, because most of what you find in the supermarket actually belongs to one of 10 companies that dominate the world marketplace. Don't believe it? Then take a look now at 10 companies that produced almost everything that you've got in your cart. Let's go. Number 10. Mars Inc. We all know Mars is in the Mars bar, but what else does this food company produce? In fact, not only are they responsible for the production of human food, but also for animal feed and even distribution of plant care products. At first, these things appear like they wouldn't fit well together. However, the success of the company speaks differently. The company operates in 420 locations in 78 countries and has an annual revenue of about 35 billion euros. In Germany, for example, they are responsible for Bounty, Snickers, Twix, and M&M's, but also Pedigree, Royal Canin, Uncle Ben's Rice, Hubba Bubba, and Skittles are all trademarks of Mars. Number 9. Kellogg's. Founded in 1906 under the name Battle Creek Toasted Cornflake Company by Will Keith Kellogg, the group is one of the largest grain producers in at least 20 countries, especially for breakfast cereals. In 1922, the company was renamed the Kellogg Company, and that led to their success. The first Kellogg's cornflakes were on shelves in 1928 and soon were followed by many other brands such as Special K and Fruit Loops. Number 8. KRAFT Foods. This company provides just about everything that has to do with food. However, in 2015, it was split into 2 independent companies and is probably known to most people in Germany as Mondelez. Do you know everything that the brand produces? Here are some of the most popular examples. The company has brought us the delicious drink powder Kappa, Philadelphia cream cheese, and Toblerone. By 2012, they were even producing our favorite spaghetti. But that's only a small part of this massive company that's represented in 155 countries. Mondelez is the 3rd largest food manufacturer in the world, just behind Nestle and PepsiCo. The company has 8 locations in Germany alone. Number 7. PepsiCo. For decades, PepsiCo had a bitter struggle with the Coca-Cola Company. In December 2005, they finally succeeded and overtook Coca-Cola in market value and peak market share for the very first time. And thus, the soft drinks company became known to us with the purchase of a brand PUNICA. Additionally, they're also the owner of 6 major brands: Pepsi, Rockstar, Tropicana, Frito-Lay, Quaker, Gatorade, and many other small brands. In Europe, we also know Mountain Dew and 7-Up, but the company sells not only drinks, but has also expanded their product portfolio steadily and now produces edible products. Number 6. General Mills. Let's stick to food and look at General Mills, which has a yearly revenue of $16.7 billion and is considered one of the 500 most actively traded companies in the US. The 6th largest food producer in the world is mainly represented in the US market, but there are a few products in Germany. For example, the brands Häagen-Dazs, Knackenbach, and Betty Crocker are all part of the company. Number 5. Coca-Cola. Of course, Coca-Cola has to be on this list. This pretty well-sized soft drink manufacturer is mostly known to the world for its eponymous product Coca-Cola, which had been invented by John Smith Pemberton back in 1886. This Civil War veteran was brewing a syrup with wine, cola nuts, and Damiano, which is an extract of the cocoa plant. Initially, it was conceived as a remedy for fatigue, headaches, and depression, but then the syrup was mixed with soda water, sold for 5 cents a glass, and was transformed into one of the most popular drinks in the world. Thus, the company was passed down from generation to generation and owns brands like Fanta, Sprite, Lift, Powerade, and even Mezzomix. Number 4. Nestle. Once more, the world-famous Nestle can't go unranked. The world's largest food company has brought us treats like Cinna-Minis, Mövenpick ice cream, and Tomy sauces for our tables. Worldwide, Nestle has over 2,000 brands and 6,000 products, some of which are only part of the company by virtue of its name. For example, Nesquik, Nespresso, or even Nescafe. How many brands actually belong to the group is something that most consumers certainly don't realize. However, critics are getting louder and complaining about conditions. For example, Nestle has been put through the ringer lately about their use of genetically modified foods, forced labor, and unfair trade. Unfortunately, most of the objections to the power of the group are not restricted, and the company continues to grow. Number 3. P&G. The abbreviation P&G may not be as common as Coca-Cola and Company, but it's at least just as influential in terms of consumer goods. Over 90 years, the company has made its name acquiring traditional brands like Old Spice, and today they're mainly known to us through their brands like Gillette. But there's probably a P&G product in your possession no matter what room you're in right now. If you're in a bathroom, you can find Vela or Shaman. At your desk, there's Duracell batteries. And on the sofa, you've got that can of Pringles. These are only a few of a huge range of products that you can probably recognize anywhere. Next up, number 2, Johnson & Johnson. Have you already heard of Johnson & Johnson? Maybe not, because the company actually hides behind various names. However, if you're in a drugstore or a pharmacy, it's difficult to avoid them. Every girl, for example, is probably familiar with their OB brand of tampons or use their products to put makeup on or take it off. There's the famous Pantene cream or even Neutrogena that are also produced by this US company. The pharmaceutical company is also not without scandal. It had to pay a €2.2 billion fine in 2013 after they were caught bribing pharmacists to sell their untested schizophrenia medication to people with dementia, children, and the disabled. Last but not least, number 1, Unilever. The distinctive U with its floral patterns is something we've all seen many times before, especially if we've ever looked at the back of a shampoo bottle. But there's a lot more to this British-Dutch company than Dove, Axe, and Douche-Das. Unilever also has a pretty well-known presence in the food industry. There's the delicious Ben & Jerry's ice cream, or the savory beefy snacks, or even refreshing Lipton iced tea. All of those would be nothing without Unilever. Worldwide sales are at an incredible €52.7 billion, and it's probably only going to make more and more. Well, I hope you feel a little bit more enlightened about where your products are coming from, and if you like this video, why not go ahead and subscribe to us. Until next time, see ya!